The Unsaid. In life, as we go through the motions, there are points where we have to listen to people talking about stuff that honestly we probably don't even agree with. We inside it kind of hurts to hear someone that we call a friend say such a thing about either someone else or something about life, but it's just how the situation goes. And most times we won't say anything because we think it's better left unsaid, and in most times it could be right that it would be better left unsaid because otherwise it would start a fight. But sometimes a fight is what needs to happen. A fight is kind of the way we kind of deal with a situation that is undealable. A situation where there is no way one side could win or one side could lose, but truthfully, one side needs to win. Because if the other side is not told they're wrong, how will they ever know that they were wrong? But the true question is, at the same time, we have to question ourselves. Are we truly right? Or are we actually wrong in our perspective and everything we've chased? But it's impossible to live in such a way, because if we were to live in such a way, we would just keep constantly blaming ourselves for stupid things that are not even our fault. But in life, it kind of gets that way at times. We blame ourselves for things we never did. Or, yeah. But the question is, within that, is why do we keep going? Why do we keep going through these motions? Why do we keep starting fights when we know that in the end they're not going to change that much? But in the truth, we need to understand who we are. Who we are on the inside tells so much on what we're going to do with our lives, but these unsaid words, they kind of bottle up. And at a point, it feels like you can't even be yourself because you're hiding it. You keep hiding, hiding, hiding. And at a point, you just feel like you're on the run, even when you're next to family, even when you're next to friends, you feel like you're on the run. And no matter how much you try getting away from that, there's no denying the truth that you are lost, that you are trying to find your way. But most times, people won't even treat that like that's a thing. Most times, people will just ignore you. People will just push you aside. People will just act like you're useless, and your heart will start to break. It will fall apart at the seams, and you'll start looking around trying to figure out why in this world has it come to this. Why has everything you've tried to do with your life failed you? And then you need to figure out at that point why you keep pushing forward. Because the things that you have left unsaid, they're not going to disappear like that. So either you need to be honest, or you need to understand why you're not going to say these things that are in your head, these things that may not be true, but you need to get them off your chest at some point, or feel you do. And most times people will just find a reason to keep going, to never say how they truly feel. But I find that to be foolish in many respects. Because the things left unsaid will never be heard. And things that never are heard, how can we ever experience them if they were never said? Yeah. A lot of times we are too afraid to even act. But times we need to question, is the act that terrible? Every day we live, and we don't say that's a terrible act, but at the same time, living isn't the easiest thing to do. Living can be very hard for many people, and we all know that. And there are many times where tragedy will come into this life, and life will be ripped away way shorter than it should be. But we know that life is a lot of up and down. There's times you'll be happy, there's times you'll be sad, There's times you're crying, there's times you're smiling. So why would we leave things unsaid? Like, maybe it's fine to protect someone, but at the same time, if that protection is nothing more than a falsity of who we are, who are we truly protecting? Ourselves from the truth, or are we trying to protect someone else from ourselves? And at that point, we kind of need to look at all of that and start questioning everything. Why do we leave all these words